right, we're back for this little combined haul. So everything you see here, up to the Buddhas, I got at that first estate sale, which I couldn't film a ton because it was hectic. So let's go through the items. Now this I got online from another reseller. I like to be transparent as I can about that. You know, we all have our proprietary sourcing, but also something I don't do since I'm not doing my ethical sourcing video until I have Jerry is I don't adopt other third-party reseller stories as my own. Let me explain what I mean by that. You can go on other platforms, right? And people are live selling, and they might tell you a story about someone. And then you have the choice to say, I bought this from a seller and that seller told me this story. Or I guess you have the choice, I've learned firsthand by observing people, in my opinion, to adopt that story as your own, as if you have a relationship with that artist or that Taxco person or whatever it is. And I don't think that's right. I think to give your audience the impression that you have special access and relationships that you don't really have because you're just buying from another live third-party selling platform, in my opinion, isn't very ethical. And I'm allowed to hold that opinion and express it, especially when these people are public figures. So I'm not worried about saying that. But that will be a part of my future video. So everything you see came from an in-person estate sale, except for this collar, but I love this collar. Look at the closure. I really had dreams of putting this from the estate sale on it, but the bail kind of sucks. You'd have to get a different bail. But I like those together. So this looks like chrysocolla maybe or something like that. Don't think it's turquoise. It is kind of opaque though. Some kind of stone, maybe an Iliad stone. All this nice copper rope detail. You know, I know watches aren't really the thing, but I thought, you know how people make watch tip earrings? It would be really easy to detach these incredible elements that are signed JMW and make freaking killer earrings. So I wasn't worried about investing in this. It wasn't cheap. Nothing at this estate sale was cheap, but it wasn't as high price as the one I just went to. I will make earrings out of these if this watch component doesn't sell, but it's a perfectly nice watch. It's got the Coco Pellies on it. It looks very Southwestern. But these are great components. I mean, to have that puffy, gorgeous petty point like that that's signed, easily $500 earrings, and you could make them for much less. So I did pick that up. And this one was also incredible. And I felt like, you know, I was talking to one of my friends / subscribers. She's like, you got to take every stone out. I don't know. I feel like you could probably just focus on this and pop a piece of turquoise in somehow. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bracelet. So sometimes I take on things that are pricier that I have a vision for and think, if I can't resell this and I do get stuck with it, this is what I'll do with it to either make it more profitable or to keep it. So those two I think are just gorgeous. I normally would not pick up watches, but they are not your ordinary watches. So I had to get those. This lady liked a lot of sets, and some of them are native signed and some are not. I don't think this one is. Let me pull. It's got a really big bail though, so that's cool. You're gonna get the chain, but you could definitely get that on some Navajo pearls. Old just says sterling, but nice generous bail there. Beautiful chain too. You get the matching earrings. These hand earrings, they do have a signature D something. This is kind of like a pre-Columbian Taxco kind of motif, so I thought those were cool. This was sold to me as a set, happy to break it up, and she had an extra bracelet, so I got both. These are kind of the, I don't know, Zuni children? I'm not sure. Usually when I see these, it's Zuni done. No idea, because there's no native signature. But very nice sterling silver. All this has been tested for sterling. So you have a necklace, the earrings, then I have 2 of these bracelets. And then this is a crazy necklace. Get this. Down to this like Sleeping Beauty type turquoise. And this one, I don't think is signed either. But you can see what I paid for it. But I love this, you know, buttery, gorgeous paperclip style chain. Same on this one. This is definitely Zuni. It is signed JM. Older piece, lots of nice inlay detail there, and the fringe kind of stuff on it. This is what I'll have the concho belt to match. Technically you could make this into a concho belt, put an extender on it, but it's a necklace for now. And it's conchos. They are sterling silver. I can't tell you if they are for sure native because they're not signed. Matching bracelet, I have a ring as well. Just kind of throwing in the ring because it's not too exciting of a ring. It's just a ring with a concho. And then the belt was missing an onyx cab. So I took it to my jeweler and they're popping a cab in, and I'll have it back for the show. And the belt is really cool. It's got a Kachina doll hanging from it. So I'll show you the belt. Just a nice sterling ruby zozoi pendant. Sun God inlay earrings. This is signed Jen, I think, Jenn, and I'm not familiar with them, but that would look great on some chips or some pearls. Just some cool little unicorns. This one's in good shape. This one has a knot, so I'm just gonna throw it in for the pendant. I love this thing. He should go over here in Boodleland. Big, nice sterling ball, big, beautiful rope chain. Gorgeous set here. You've got the Lifesaver style clasps that are super easy. Tested this for sterling. You've got a bracelet and a matching necklace that you could anchor a beautiful pendant on. Hummingbird overlay. Little bit of patina and tarnish on this, but it's sterling and it's nice. And then this ball I showed you. And then these are the 4 items I got. So these are almost like in beggar bead style. I mean, for $5, I had to have it. It is gemstone. And then this, you know, we learned we really like the leopard jasper with rosemary. I'm out of my elephants, but this was great. When she saw me pick this up, of course, she said, these were mistakes. And I'm like, well, and she said, but you got to them first, so. So this is really nice. It's old, hand knotted, and this is a nice carved leopard jasper horse. So love that. And then the Buddhas. Okay, so this one she said is wood carved straight from Japan. She brought it over in her travels. Check that out. It's heavy. He's about yay high, a third of my arm. Let me think. I don't know, 12 inches or so. He's really nicely done.